And then one other thing, kind of looking at the champ right now with Chimaev and how dominant he was. I'm sure you look at a fight with you and Chimaev. Just how do you feel like stylistically you match up against him?
Yeah, it'd be a very cool fight. I imagine very spectacular grappling exchanges. His striking, we haven't seen it a lot in UFC, but his striking is pretty cool too. He's decent boxing. He's been working with a boxing coach for a very long time, Olympic boxer. And the times we trained, I thought his boxing was very crisp as well. We have an amazing matchup. I think I have a lot to offer in that fight, in the grappling and in the striking. So hope we see it soon.
I was like,
it's a shocking level of grappling.
Yeah.
And when you can achieve that shocking level of grappling on world-class MMA fighters, why wouldn't you do it? This is just my thing, my take on it. Like, if you just want to win and make as much money as possible and keep doing that, I mean, you should finish guys whenever you can.
Yeah.
But if you don't think you can, and the path to victory is grappling, this is still a sport.
Reinier de Ridder isn't just looking for a fight, instead he's hunting for a statement. The former double champ has set his sights on none other than Khamzat Chimaev, one of the most feared names in MMA today. Confident in his world-class grappling and calm under fire, de Ridder believes he's the man to expose bores and prove that elite technique can tame raw chaos. It's an ambitious call-out that's got the MMA world talking. Could this be the cross-promotional showdown nobody saw coming if it ever happens? Let's break it down.
Tailor make your camp with the guy like Khamzat.
Yeah, we have a lot of those Dagestani Chechen guys at Killcliff that I work with regularly. See if Bison Guru has always been a guy that I train with a lot. I'll see if I can still get him to.
I'd be a little different now.
After he spent a couple of weeks with Khamzat, I hope he's still available.
It all started when Reinier de Ridder threw a subtle but sharp dig at Khamzat Chimaev. Asked whether he considered Bors the most feared man in the division, de Ridder coolly dismissed the idea, saying he's not exactly losing sleep over Khamzat. Instead, he pointed to fighters like Nasruddin Imavov as more complete and intelligent inside the cage. A clear message that raw aggression isn't everything. It wasn't an all-out call-out, but it was enough to get people talking and to put de Ridder squarely on Khamzat's radar.
Khamzat's the most feared opponent in your division?
Not by me. I think there's better fighters in the division, to be honest. More complete guys. I think we don't really talk about them as much. But the French guy, what's his name?
Imavov?
He's very complete. He moves very well, very relaxed, very smart when he fights. I think that might be a harder fight, to be honest. But Khamzat is, of course.
But Reinier didn't stop there. Instead, he doubled down, making it clear he's not just talking, he's ready to go. Confident that his unique skill set poses a different kind of puzzle for Khamzat, de Ridder said he's down for the fight anytime, anywhere, no hesitation. Whether it's on the ground or on the feet, he believes he can hang with and maybe even humble the UFC star. With talks reportedly in motion, this could be the crossover clash that finally tests Khamzat's aura of invincibility.
And I think, like, when you look at Khamzat's dominance, like, I think you do present the toughest challenge.
Yeah, and a unique challenge, I think. My skill set is very different from the other guys. So, I'm very much down for the fight. We're working on it, so hopefully it comes together. And like, if he takes me down, good. If he wants to stand up, good. So we'll see.
Would you be willing to make that quick of a turnaround in October? Is that too soon? Or if they said, hey, we need a title fight, are you willing?
100%.
No hesitation.
No hesitation. Send the contract right now.
And when it comes to styles, de Ridder says it's not a game of edges. It's a chess match he's happy to play in any room. He doesn't fear Khamzat's straight polishing room boxing or the hype around his wrestling. Instead, he frames the fight as a matchup of ranges where he's comfortable everywhere, top, bottom, or standing. De Ridder promises pressure, clinch work, takedowns, and tricks from both positions, essentially betting that his completeness and submission IQ will neutralize raw aggression. In short, bring the stand-up, bring the scramble, bring the takedown, and he's ready to answer every chapter of the fight and make it one hell of a problem for Bors.
But how do you compare, how do you dissect your fighting style with a guy like Khamzat Chimaev? What makes you different than everybody else that who he's fought?
Do believe his boxing is pretty good too. He's very nice straight shots. He's been working with when he was still in Sweden. He worked with an Olympic boxer a lot. But I think the main thing is, if it goes to the ground, if he takes me down, great. If I take him down, great. And if it's on the feet, great. I think there's not an area that we can go to in the fight that's going to be bad for me. I'd be happy if he's on top and I can play guard. I have some nice tricks from the bottom. I'd be happy if I'm on top. I have some nice tricks from the top. And standing up, I feel like I can hang with him as well. So see if what I do is the same thing I always do. Is put the pressure on, see if I can get in the clinch and hurt him there. Take him down, see if I can get a choke.
But things really started heating up online when Khamzat finally responded to De Ridder's digs and tossed out a skull emoji, harmless at first glance, until a parody account jumped in and stirred the pot. Instead of backing off, Boers doubled down, brushing off De Ridder as nothing more than a white belt. Within hours, the tension exploded across social media, and suddenly, this quiet call-out had turned into a full-blown storyline writing itself in real time.
We've had some developments here in the past couple, like 12 hours or so. He first sent you like the skull emoji, and then I think your wonderful fake Twitter account. Someone's doing great promotion for you here, Reinier. He says, and then Khamzat responds saying, "I'm gonna show you're a white belt" or something like that. So this seems like good. You're getting some momentum here.
The drama only escalated when that same parody tweet went viral, pulling in over 21,000 likes. The interviewer even read it aloud on air, saying it sounded exactly like something De Ridder would say. Reinier couldn't help but laugh, clarifying that while the words matched his energy, it definitely wasn't him. He's not even on Twitter.
This tweet's doing very well. It has 21,000 likes on it. Congrats on the belt. I will show you what true grappling dominance looks like. Signed to contract. That could be you. That's something I feel like you would say.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it on Twitter because I'm not on Twitter. But
And while the online chaos was unfolding, Reinier made it clear that his focus never wavered. Behind the scenes, he was staying active with a purpose, positioning himself for that Khamzat fight, showing how badly he wants this fight to happen. He admitted that's why he pushed to remain on the Vancouver card, knowing Chimaev might want to compete before Ramadan in February. Even when talks surfaced about delaying his bout with Fluffy Hernandez, De Ridder refused to wait around. Instead, he wanted to fight, stay sharp, and make sure when January comes, he's right there, ready to answer the call from Boers.
no, but I tried to stay on this card because of the chance of fighting Khamzat after. That's one of the reasons I really wanted to stay on the Vancouver card, because I think Khamzat might want to fight before Ramadan, right? Ramadan is in February.
Okay.
So they talked about pushing the fight with Fluffy to a later date, but we weren't sure that he'd be ready on time. So I said, let's try and find a new opponent, and let's just keep working and show what I have, so that I have a chance to fight Khamzat in January.
Experts too are breaking down their fights and stating who will they favor if this fight comes up, and Joe Rogan couldn't help but gush over Reinier De Ridder's signature move, that brutal knee to the body. He broke it down with his trademark excitement, pointing out how De Ridder forces opponents into the clinch only to punish them with perfectly timed knees. Rogan noted how De Ridder lands the shot repeatedly, like a rhythm he's mastered, leaving opponents breathless and fans stunned by just how effective and painful it looks every single time.
Interesting. Because it's
call.
just like when you
Good
think about
call.
Styles,
Right,
like
good
just
call.
the biggest. I think he
Good
would
call.
knock Reinier De
I
Ridder's
like
head
that.
off.
I
Probably.
like that.
His
De
striking's terrifying.
Yeah.
De Ridder's got that knee to the body that is so interesting, the way he fucking forces you to clinch and then blasts that knee to the body.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky.
So good in the entrance with that knee to the body.
Yeah.
And when he did that over and over and over again, it's like, wow. Like
Paid
this-
for it one time.
And while De Ridder's precision and composure draw praise, stories from Khamzat's camp paint a picture of pure chaos and dominance. Joe Rogan recalled a call from Brendan Schaub, fresh off watching Chimaev train, and he couldn't believe what he'd seen. Schaub described Khamzat running through Division 1 wrestlers, world-class grapplers, and black belts like they were amateurs. The intensity was so unreal, he joked there was no way he'd ever step in to spar with him. According to Rogan, the mauling, the pressure, the pace, it's on another level entirely. The kind of dominance that makes even seasoned fighters shake their heads.
So Brendan Schaub had been to his training camp.
Okay.
And he called me up. He goes, bro, we got to talk. He goes, I just got back watching Khamzat train. He goes, I've never seen anything like that in my fucking life. He's like, dude, but I'm telling you, he's mopping the floor with like Division 1 All-Americans, world-class grapplers, jiu-jitsu black belts. He goes, he's mopping the floor with people. He goes, it's nuts. He goes, they asked me if I wanted to spar with him. Schaub goes, fuck you. He's like, fuck you. I'm not going in there. He goes, he was mauling people on the ground. He goes, I never seen anything like it. He goes, it was crazy. He goes, he's so high level.
I had the privilege of going to the gym and in Dubai and train alongside him, and I saw it for myself. And I was like,
it's a shocking level of grappling.
Yeah.
And when you can achieve that shocking level of grappling on world-class MMA fighters, why wouldn't you do it? This is just my thing, my take on it. Like, if you just want to win and make as much money as possible and keep doing that, I mean, you should finish guys.
Javier Mendez didn't mince words when breaking down what makes Khamzat Chimaev such a nightmare to face. He called him a puzzle that no one's been able to solve, not even close. The only fighter who's come remotely near, he said, was Kamaru Usman, and that was on short notice against an older, less polished version of Boers. The Khamzat of today, Mendez explained, is a completely different beast. Faster, smarter, more composed, and still as ruthless as ever. His wrestling is overwhelming, his pace never slows, and his toughness was proven when he walked through Gilbert Burns' power shots and kept pressing forward. And while Reinier de Ridder has been making noise about wanting that fight, Mendez hinted that there's a clear gap between wanting it and being ready for it, suggesting that de Ridder, skilled as he is, might not yet belong in the same storm Khamzat brings.
Khamzat is a very difficult puzzle, and it has to be someone that can deal with his wrestling. And the closest example would be Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman would have been the closest one.
They came close.
They had a chance. But that was back then on short notice. And that's the Khamzat then. That's not the Khamzat now. So the Khamzat now might be a very difficult puzzle for anybody to figure out right now. Because I don't know if there's anybody out there that can deal with his ground. He's tenacious, man. That guy, and he has so much growth for improvement. He's fast. He's very fast. He obviously could take a punch. When you saw him fight, who dropped him, and he did really well. What's his name? The Brazilian guy.
Dorino. Gilbert Burns.
Gilbert Burns. You know, he fought Gilbert Burns. He had with a good shot. And, you know, so this guy's a true warrior. You're gonna have to be able to deal with this wrestling, because, you know, remember what I said. What's my number one pick? Person can take it wherever he wants to take it. Well, if you can't stop Khamzat from taking you down, how are you going to deal with it?
He doubled down when explaining why Khamzat stands on a completely different level. He said people love to brag about having elite strikers and world-class boxing coaches in their corner, but that all goes out the window once Khamzat gets his hands on you. Once he drags you to the mat, there's no getting up, no space to breathe, no game plan that survives. Mendez called his ground control next level, saying even the best in the world struggle to deal with that kind of pressure. What makes it worse? He's still improving. In Mendez's eyes, Khamzat's youth, hunger, and constant evolution make him the most dangerous problem in the sport, a puzzle that no striker, not even someone like Reinier de Ridder, has come close to solving.
Oh, I'm the best world champion striker in the world. So what?
Yeah, not possible.
Oh, you know, I got Bivol with me. Oh, I got the best boxers in the world with me. So what are they going to do when they're on the ground and Khamzat don't let him up and he's playing with them? Nothing, right? So you better learn how to deal with the ground. So if you can deal with the ground and you can submit him on the ground, which is going to be a very hard task for anybody, because he's got an incredible ground game. He's, out of all the guys, the way he's going, he's the toughest puzzle. in my opinion, because he's still learning. He's still learning. He's still young. So everybody you just mentioned, to me, he's the toughest puzzle.
And as if Mendez's words weren't enough, TJ Dillashaw shared the same opinion when asked about De Ridder's call-out. He said flat out that Reinier's grappling won't save him once Khamzat gets his hands on him. In TJ's eyes, Chimaev's strength, pace, and relentless chain wrestling are on a completely different level, the kind of pressure that shuts down even the slickest submission artists. He pointed out that no one has come close to catching Khamzat on the mat, and De Ridder wouldn't be the one to change that. For Dillashaw, the only kind of fighter who even stands a chance is someone who can stuff takedowns, keep it standing, and chip away with volume, and that's definitely not Reinier's game.
We see Reinier de Ridder saying that he wants to fight. What do you think he could do against Khamzat?
I mean, Ryan de Ridder, he's a ground guy. I think he's going to be really surprised how strong Khamzat is when he grabs a hold of him. Like, your jiu-jitsu ain't going to do shit against that. Like, he wrist rides too well. He's chain wrestling's too awesome. Ever seen anyone try to threaten a submission on Khamzat that was even close? Like, no, man. Like, that shit ain't going to work on him. Like, someone that's gonna do good against Khamzat would be able to defend his shot and keep it on your feet and punches and bunches and try to wear him out. Like, that would be the guy who would need to beat him. I don't see that happening.
Yeah, you don't see nobody in the roster, right?
Yeah, I don't see no one doing that right now.
So what do you think? Is Reinier de Ridder asking for something he's not ready for? Or could he actually be the one to crack the Khamzat code? On paper, Chimaev's pressure and power look overwhelming, but RDR's calm, technical style could make it interesting. Either way, this matchup has everyone talking. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more fight content like this.